Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Way, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon in some places. Hey, this is I forgot who I was. Hey, I'm Ray. What's up, y'all? Please forgive that blunder. We're gonna start over. Hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in to another episode of RAERAEs Review, where me and my homegirl Erin gonna let you know about the What's Going Down episode. Yes, a RuPaul's Drag Race, season 18, episode 3. Everybody, please help me welcome Erin to the stage.
Hello, aunties and unks. It's Ray Ruff.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Now, I'm sorry you're hearing my stomach growl. I can't put that on mute. My apologies, but that's okay. I'm gonna eat. Don't worry about me. I'll be all right.
She's a good cook, everybody. I've seen the evidence.
Girl.
But you know, any growls, they'll go along with the theme of this runway.
Oh, see, I'm giving y'all everything I got. I'm giving you a show, production, co-host, real
sound
live,
effects.
raw, because the runway is animal something, child. What was it? Animal somebody, child. I forgot what it's called, but yeah,
yeah, exactly.
Oh my goodness. So we have another, as if you've been watching, listen, y'all. You know how I love when they do their special variety parts of the season. Of course, my favorite is Snatch Game. I just can't wait for that. I think it's gonna be good this year. These queens seem to have it, together. I think they got
this was cute. This was cute. Like I when I watch this, I go, okay, I know one person who definitely didn't do so hot, but then I kind of had to think about who I would put up against them. Because I thought everybody else did, a decent job.
Yes.
Or better.
And if you're still not familiar with what we're talking about, it's RDR Live, RuPaul's Drag Race Live, which is a take on SNL, Saturday Night Live, of course. And they did a great job. They always do. I mean, but for the life of me, this is like the 8th time I've seen a slapping scene. Is that like a part of the thing now? There's going to have to be somebody getting slapped?
I think so, yeah. At some point, someone's got to get slapped, yeah. Ru likes... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, RuPaul likes really stupid humor. So, I think, like dirty jokes and, bitches getting slapped. Ooh, can I say that this early on in the live?
No,
my bad.
Okay.
My bad. Bees getting slapped.
So, let's see. What do we have on the topic? We got the RuPaul comes in, right, and brings a special guest, and then we got the runway, of course. The RDR Live, and then the runway, and then the end, because from moving forward from last week, episode 2 moving forward, people will be going home. The first week, it was a bye week. So now everybody stay. Y'all good. But so we're gonna find out who won the shows, the talent runway, and then we're gonna find out who gonna sashay away. Ooh, we child. It's been a rough one, y'all. But anywho, let's get on into this, child. So RuPaul, in all her glory. Oh, before I forget, Battle Royale, which is pretty much their take on what's at stake. Hello. We are going to find out that, hold on a second. Yeah, here we go. Oh my goodness. I hate when this happens. Anyway, we're going to find out that they're going to have all these different wins, but for the main part, every week they're going to have a year supply of Anastasia Cosmetics, and the winner takes on $200K. I think that's a great win. I mean, $200K. Oh my goodness! I just can't imagine. I would be floored if I could win $200K at anything. Let me tell you. So RuPaul, right? RuPaul comes in and talks to the, what she call them, ladykins.
Yes, ladykins.
I think that is too cute, ladykins. And they just get on board, right? So she comes in all her glory, and next thing you know, she gonna bring a friend. I love this outfit. I love this. I love that fur. Just to give a little razzle dazzle, but she looked good. She looked good.
Cute. It was cute.
And of course, she's talking about RDR Live, RuPaul's Drag Race Live, and they're all excited. Yay, we're excited. And
they're so funny.
Huh?
I'm sorry, I'm jumping in because they're so funny because you know that they're all making these crazy faces because they don't know if there is going to be a close up on their expression. You know, the little crowd work. So it's so funny whenever you watch RuPaul come in when they're all like this, because they're all overreacting so much, but they all know you have to do it because you might be the close up in the shot when they are having RuPaul talk to them. So it always cracks me up to watch them all overdo it.
Let's give them a close up. Ooh, hold on.
Discord. Look at it. Yeah, they're all just like, here, which camera's gonna get me?
That's funny.
Yeah.
So the guest host and guest judge, rather, and guest to the workroom is Sarah Sherman. And her hair is fierce. I mean, I ain't too cool on the clothes. That's just me. Everything ain't for everybody. But the hair is slamming. I'm just saying.
And I like the eye makeup, the two different colors.
Let's get closer. Look.
Child. Yeah, she looks like she looks like a patchwork jester.
Let's get a little closer.
But you know what? I love it when, you know.
Okay, yeah. I
love pink and green. I love it when a beautiful, like a white woman leads into odd. You know, she's beautiful, obviously, but like having fun with the
Yeah, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Quiet as it's kept. I used to do that in junior high school. Just saying.
The eyeshadow or the hair?
Eyeshadow. No, the lipstick. I would put on like a red and then a purple, like my top lip on half.
Look at you.
My top lip half will be red, the other half will be purple, and then I would transpose them for the bottom lip. So, you know, it'll be like the colors that match or cat a corner to each other, you know?
Yes, you need to find a picture and put it up here.
Ain't no picture. Ain't no picture. Girl, you know how long ago that was?
Go dig through the archives.
If I do it on a Polaroid, no telling how that would look. Anywho, so, you know, of course, Rue was leading her down to talk to the queens. Just, you know, of course, sometimes Rue comes in and talks to the people, if you haven't watched the show, and gives them advice, talks to them about what they're going to do, pointers on this, don't do this, please do that. And because it's a skit, if you've ever watched SNL, everything is just skit, some impromptu, you know, but at the last minute, they can make changes. So you have to be up on it and quick. And she's giving great advice. I thought it was, you know, a real great idea to bring her in.
Mm-hmm.
what are your thoughts?
Yeah, this was great, charismatic. You just have to be in the spirit of the skit. You got to know, okay, this is what I need in order to get my joke out, but if I flub a little bit on the delivery of some setup, that's not a big deal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yep. It was cute.
Yeah, I thought so. I
Mm-hmm.
thought so. So after all of this, we're gonna get ready and watch. Well, not watch because we can't see the actual video, but we're gonna show you some stills like we always do on the actual RDR live. Now, like I said, I love the talent. No matter the flub, no matter the messed up line, whatever the case, it all works for the good. Hello, biblical. Thank you, Lord. It all works because it all comes out so well in the end. It's a great production. I mean, again, they got to make this some type of standalone something to where we can watch these things on a consistent basis, or perhaps have a show like an art. I don't know. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But I just, I love the actual live that they have in Vegas at the Flamingo Hotel. But I would like to see more of these things, the acting, more acting situations, or maybe a snatch game tour. I don't know, but
they have done that in the past.
Oh, they have.
They have. Mm-hmm. They've done like a roast. They've done a snatch game tour.
See, I came in late. Dang nabbit.
Plenty of time to catch up. Plenty of time to catch up.
Okay.
But I will say, I knew right away who was going home just based on the fact that they got more confessional time than they opened up with them quite a bit. I'm not gonna say who, because I'm not gonna spoil, but you can always sometimes you can get a real idea of who's going home based on how many confessionals they get.
I mean, a clue is a clue.
A clue is a clue.
So we have a Tuckahoe County Fair where we got some what do you call it? Country time.
Yep.
Going on, and here are the guests, the judges. I didn't write no names down, so don't even ask me. Do you remember what these characters' names were?
I sure don't, but you know what? They were funny and cute. They were funny and cute for the butter churning Discord. You are a surprise to me. Not, you know what I mean? Like, there's something about Discord. Anyway, I'll let you introduce the situation.
Mean, again, just to reiterate something. The houndstooth tells it all.
Yes.
She came in with the houndstooth and the plaid, the rocker, kinda the unique. What's that uniqueness?
Mm-hmm.
What did they say? Uniqueness.
Charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
There you go. She came in with the charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Thank you much. So, I think whenever I see houndstooth, I think I'm going to find Discord, because when they're all dragged up and all kind of things, it's kind of hard to tell if you're not that familiar. But yeah, go ahead, girl. Yes.
Mm-hmm. No, they were both real cute. And I think that Discord even she could have played into it a tiny bit more, but this weird they were great. They were both cute. I thought they were fun.
Yes, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a butter churning competition, and of course, with this kind of slapstick, kind of gritty humor, it's always some sexual innuendo.
Rue loves it. Rue has dirty charades at her house.
I'm just saying.
That's what her little party game is.
And so they have these contestants coming in, and character's a character, y'all. You want to give as much of a contrast to make it even more interesting. I don't know exactly what it's called, but it's always interesting to see something presented, but is just a little slightly different because, of course, to the left you would expect at a butter churning competition, but to the right, like what?
It's like the Odd Couple.
Okay.
But
Oh, I have to watch
Darlene, you looked good. As a white trash muscle woman.
that. So it got a little serious, y'all. It got a little serious. You know, she had to come out with what they call double fisted. Okay. Hello. Again, this is grown folks conversation. Must I remind, disclaimer, put your kids somewhere. Of course, you may let your kids hear a little cussing, but some of these terms you may not want them to know at such a precious age. So you may want to put your headphones on, have them go play on the porch, watch them from the porch. They're playing in the yard while you listening, watching, listening, because this ain't for the children, just FYI. But yeah, it got a little more serious, y'all.
Those faces, she was great. Darlene stood out. She was so fun and cute. Like I thought she had a shot at being in the top. Oh God,
it did, because she had to compete. Oh, you want a double fist? Oh, okay, I'll show you a double.
It went too far. And when she pulled the hat off, her wig was halfway off. She had to pull it back up. I'm like, you're gone. Bye. I was like, immediately. I don't, I'm not doing any spoiler alerts. If you haven't watched, when I watch this performance is what I mean. I sat there and said out loud to the dog, okay, I understand now what's going to happen.
Well, we definitely don't want to spoil it, but this part right here is just hilarious and too much at the same time. Because at least she didn't show what Bravo is showing of Brittany. And must I say again, I am just so perturbed about how Bravo was just letting this nipple just fly through these screens like this.
Yes, they did, because those boobies came out at first, and they were clearly what they were. She just grabbed onto and hid in the still you got, but they were out. They were Britney'd.
Girl, I must have blinked or something, but
yeah.
Thank goodness that she held them to where when she did the maneuver,
yeah,
as you all can see, that she held on tight to where you can just see the flesh and not the actual.
Girl, who cares if you can see a nipple at this point? Look what she's doing.
Hello.
Like, we're already in the perv. It was too much. I didn't want to see an Amish lady titty badoo. That no, I didn't. This was just it felt desperate. It felt desperate and uncontrolled in the funny. That's what didn't work for me about it. If it had been more of like, I'm gonna be like a contradictory, like, sexy Amish grandma, which could have been funny, but instead it just kind of degraded into like too crass.
Too much.
Yeah, not working, because sometimes you can go too much into. I mean, Darlene was the epitome of too much that worked when she was double churning with the faces and stuff, because it felt controlled and in character. This did not, because especially, like I said, when she ripped the hat off and the wig was back, it just felt chaotic, which I think is maybe Mandy's problem, period. With what I've seen performance-wise so far, it needs to have a little bit of control on the chaos.
Too much.
Right. Yes. Again, she's got the name, babies.
And if you've ever watched Saturday Night Live, this is where they say, live from New York, it's Saturday night. So I love that. They do the whole shaboing, boing. And then
they were so cute, the little announcers. They were.
So here's the host. Now I know who this is. Grandma Dion. Love Dion, child. She did a good job.
She did.
I'm sorry?
I said she did.
And she looked great. I love the fit. She looked like $1 million, And the whole shtick was her alter ego her, how in the cartoons or in the movies we'll see someone debating and we'll see the angel on one side and the devil on the left. Well, this is the devil.
It's the inner saboteur, the little voice that makes you doubt yourself.
Yes. And as you can see her shirt, there you go. But I thought it was kind of cool. It was a little boring if you ask me. I was like,
I did think the critique was accurate for her from the judges, that she, first of all, beautiful. That's what I thought while looking at them.
yes.
Really is a beauty, but reminds me a lot of Morphine Love Dion. Hate to break it to folks. But I did think it could have been more. I think that Breyer was like more on point in the workroom annoying Athena before the skit than what we actually got. The matching, the little poof on the wigs, I thought was cute because they do look like they're related. So yeah, kudos Athena. Athena, sometimes you just got to accept, like sometimes in this, it's okay to go, I can do this well. I may end up safe, but I'll get to a next episode and have had a solid performance. That's okay. You don't have to like shoot for the moon with the win every single time. This is a long game.
With all of her hosting gigs and jobs that she announced to the world, I would have imagined this would be a lot more exciting. It was just so doggone boring. Even playing off with Breyer, I would have imagined it just to be, more, more. It was just so bland, so vanilla. Like, girl, do more. Have some more, excitement with it. I don't know, but not even just joke wise, perhaps, or just, maybe do some audience participation. I don't know if that's what you're kind of used to with your gigs in and out of the country. I was underwhelmed, but the fit was lovely. And then in the end, the inner saboteur had to go. Like, girl, get on out of here. It was interesting, but a little boring. I'm sorry. Then we have Master Queef Theater. Ooh-wee. Now, this was a little interesting, right? I don't know who this is. Who is this?
That's Athena.
That's Athena again?
Mm-hmm. Well, they had to give Breyer and Athena a little extra because otherwise they'd have no parts throughout the. They kind of, yeah.
Well, there you go. So if you're familiar with Master Queef Theater, this is her, switching her leg. I had some shoes just like that. Yes, I know where she got them from. Now, this was pretty cool. I like the take on on the lipstick, losing your lipstick. It just, and then finding something else, and then all of a sudden the whole lipstick thing comes to life, and the lipsticks are battling over each other. How dare you leave me? And it was just so, the take on it was so interesting. I never would have imagined that would be, the story behind it. It was just so imaginary. With you being a creative, writing talent, I'm sure you can, you picked up on that. But I just thought that was so interesting. I'm just not that creative. I don't think I could ever think to write something like that. But can you give like maybe a not a backstory, but like an explanation a little bit to how this was, to how this whole lipstick lovers situation went? Does that make sense? I hope I'm saying it.
I'll give you a response and you let me know if I did it right.
Did I ask right? That's my problem.
That's what we're about to find out. They are doing a play on lipsticks. They did, lipstick lesbians, but as lipsticks. So they're doing puns all over the place.
Puns. There you go, puns.
Puns. Yes, we're doing a play on the term lipstick for all the things that it is. Now, I thought Nini Coco stood out just beautifully. I didn't realize it was Nini Coco at first. I'm like, which one is this? It's so funny.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I thought Nini Coco was very good. Like the crispness in her little I see that on your lapel, plum. Like every part was like it was very well done. I thought she was excellent. And I replayed back on this and I was like, ooh, Vita, you in trouble, girl. It's a little too like gravel one note. There's not enough nuance.
Yeah,
Now,
I picked up on that too. Like, girl.
she was a little wooden to me at first too. She was a little too like this whole expression right here. But then she got funnier. She loosened up and, gave a little more nuance at the end, by the end. So, because at first it was a little too like the whole way through, but she got it together. So I thought it was very fair that she was safe. They were funny. Look at with these lipsticks.
Now, wasn't that red lipstick worn by somebody else last week when they had that lip? That mouth, a tongue piercing runway look. Let me go back and see.
You have to look.
I forget who it was, but anyway.
Maybe.
Huh?
Maybe. It would have been if you said if it was the runway and the body parts, it would have been Jane Doe.
Yeah, Jane Doe, where she had the mouth and all of that. I could have swore that red lipstick was on top of her head, but anyway.
Well, you keep going. I'm gonna look it up right now.
So this is where they get into a scuffle because, like Aaron said, the red lipstick found the plum lipstick on the collar, but the plum lipstick fell out of the pocket of what was her? I guess the non-lipstick wearing heifer, and she comes in like, "How dare you leave me?" And they just kind of get into it, and it's a battle, and then she's throwing. Now this was hilarious because this was an actual doll that they had made to look like the actual person. She just throwing it around. You see it's coming all in, deflated and carrying on. And then they end up leaving together, child.
Yep. It could have been. I just looked it up. I'll send you it. It would be zhuzhed up, but it very well could have been.
Yeah.
Good catch. Woo, look at you. Pulling out a reference. They were cute. It worked itself out, but like when I reflected back on who I thought was going to go against the obvious standout loser, I was all, ooh, Vita, I think you might be in trouble.
Yes, dry as the Sahara Desert.
It just didn't have enough rhythm to nuance. Didn't have enough. It was very like amateur.
I can see if she was trying to be sexy with it and be, real, charismatic, but it didn't come off that way. It came out dry, like you couldn't catch the rhythm or just dry.
Well, Butch can have a Butch voice and be on the nose, but you got to give it like it needed to have like more of a womanly, it needed to be like do your Rosie O'Donnell impression or something. Like you need to give us a little more. It's all right. We knew you weren't going anywhere this episode though, so it's fine.
Well, speaking of going somewhere, of course, RuPaul came out to give us the musical talent, just like SNL does. Looking good. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Rock that mic, Ru.
Talking about the elderly in episode 1. If I don't get the hell out of here, if it wasn't for the elderly.
Look at that dress too. She looked great. Performed great. This woman's in her 60s, folks.
Looking good.
Shellacked. Yep, do it, Rue.
Yes, mamas. I like that rubber or whatever that is. I like that look on her. Only certain body types can pull that off. And she has it.
She does.
As you can see, yes, ma'am. There it is.
Yep, all them legs.
So now we're back to the show, and we have Queen News Network.
Yeah.
That ain't Susie Toot, in case y'all was wondering.
You know, I feel like somebody referenced that outside of you. So just so you know, you're not the only one.
It would have been funny if Susie Toot was a guest.
Yeah.
Come back looking at her like, I know you didn't. And then walked off. That would have been cute. Just saying. Anyway, so that's is that Briar?
Yes.
And Sierra Mist, is that who that is?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I got it.
You did. And I forgot Sierra's name for a little bit. So good for you.
So, they was doing the news, talking about each other, talking about people. You know how they do, making jokes here and there. And then Sierra's mama came. She's supporting her daughter. She wants the world to know that. I'm like, okay, team too much. I mean, damn, lady. But, she did a good job. Reminds me of, what's the one from last year where they was really piling on her she had real pale with the glasses.
No, that's not coming to me.
Anywho.
Too many girls.
Okay, just so many. And I think that's when they had 18 of them, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, what you think about this skit?
I thought it was solid. I would have made it safe. I wouldn't have put it in the top. Maybe in the top, but it wouldn't have won for me. I thought that it was a little I would have put a little bit more like, oh, and then we were gonna go with the poppers, don't you know? Like, I would have given a little bit more like of a feminine, like, oh, like, don't we have fun now? Like that a little bit more. That just, I would have liked to see that from her, because I think it would have been funny, a little bit more wholesome instead of kind of this rawr. So that's the nuance I would have liked to see in it. But otherwise it was fine. Not my favorite. I was surprised at the one that I caught being the best, but I love that about Drag Race, when somebody surprises you. That
part. Like Georges did when she came out as a dude, walk, with her pimp walk and everything. That time when they did the candidate speeches that they were
right. Yeah. You want to see someone surprised. So this was good. This was fine. I thought Briar was the flattest of the three. I thought Sierra had some funny little responses, but definitely safe out of Sierra. And, top level, but not by far the top to me from Jane Doe. And I love Jane. I'm like, or Jane's in my final circle for now. It's early, but yeah. I also thought this whole storyline of like, I don't want to be too good so they don't like me, and like, oh no, I don't want this. Just keep doing a good job. Head down. Don't do this. It's too early to be getting a complex because you're too good.
Now this one here, this was the best part of this portion of the skit. I was underwhelmed again with the Michelle Visage of it all. It was a take on young Michelle, starting off at working at the office and everything. And it was just, kind of fell flat to me. I was,
It did, except I was very impressed by Juicy, because
that part, I was going to, yeah.
With no talent, I thought, I was watching it going, oh, they're going to make her the worst. No, they're not. They are not going to make her the worst. She I just realized who the heck she reminds me of. Olivia Lux. That's who. Do you remember Olivia from
They
All
look
Stars?
alike. Yes, ma'am.
There's the smile there.
They are
'Cause
related.
I was looking at her going, who does she look like? She looks like someone else. It just came to me. Olivia Lux.
They
No,
are related.
baby girl, you were better than Mikey at this. I thought Mikey was too much. It didn't move me. It was like overdone the whole way through. But this one, holding herself like the nanny while she's talking, no, she was good. I was really and cute and like just enough. Yeah, I was really impressed with her, especially when she was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, yeah, you did. You came through, little girl.
And it's amazing how, both of them kind of had a play on Michelle's looks.
Mm-hmm.
But the one that wasn't Michelle was more like Michelle than the Michelle character, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, that's interesting.
No,
and that guy coming in just didn't serve no purpose. I'm sorry, I didn't get him.
Not at all. He didn't even have a booty to look at. Like he just had a little tiny little back in the
Where's
pants.
Bruno?
I know. Get Bruno. Hey, put Bruno in some tight pants.
Sunday.
Yeah, no, she stood out as the little champion in this, and I was happy for her for that because it's always fun when, like I said, someone surprises you and Mike surprises themselves. Don't worry, baby girl, you got it.
And of course, thank you and good night. As you all have noticed on the SNL, they play the music and all this, that, and the third.
Yep.
Brava.
Yeah, overall, pretty dang good, ladies, because sometimes you can tell when it sucks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so you guys did a good job, cast. You're cute.
Just saying, again, everything ain't for everybody, but overall, it's always in a 90 percentile acceptance. Just saying, it's all good, y'all. It's all good.
It's not always in the 90. I would not say that. However,
for me it is.
I love it. Well, no. I mean, I think some casts have been better than others. But I will say I kind of always am in love with the new cast around episodes 3 and 4. I feel like we're getting to know them. Yeah. And but then by episode 6, they do something where I'm like, WTF? By episode 9, I'm starting to get a little raggedy. So we'll see. But so far, I thought this was cute.
Now, y'all, hit the runway. Yes, ma'am. Who that, y'all? Who that? Oh, that dress with the fur on top and the way it's drooping the girl.
Beautiful body. The
dress.
Oh RuPaul said, add a little extra curve in my hips.
I just love how it's constructed. Like, is that this? I don't know. Whoever it is, child, just beautiful.
I think it's Zaldi is how you say his name. The guy that styles her.
The same one.
Yeah, I think this wig. Yeah, they pick different designers, but she has a costume overseer or stylist. I can't tell if this wig was in the confessional. She really is loving the swoop and the woo-de-doo, but I'm liking it. I like this. I like her hair choices better than last season. Whoever heard the notes from the reviewers galore. Ru looks great this season. Not that she didn't last, but
hello. So just to save face, when I said earlier, whatever it's called, it is called because the notes is my saving grace, y'all. Animal attraction.
Very simple. Go. Yes.
Very simple, but Yes. So let's get it going. Of course, our judges, Michelle Visage, matching the curtains, no pun intended.
She looks beautiful.
Of course.
I love that iridescent dress. Yeah, it was good.
T.S. Madison came in with her animal print. Yes, ma'am. I just don't like this fun hair on her. It's just too high schooly. I like grown up hair on TS. Sarah and little Sarah. Oh boy, bring the other hair back. I like that one. Anywho, are you there?
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry.
No, it's me. Somebody texted, you know, and then you're like, I'm distracted. Sarah, this was very funny. It goes along with, I told you, this little like gesture theme, but it was very funny, cute.
All right, y'all. Discord Adams came in as an albino alligator. Child, I thought that was unique. I love her creativity. She's one of my favorites, as I mentioned, her and Vita. I have about 4. I can't remember their names all together, but when I see them, I'll let you know. But I do know her and Vita.
Mm-hmm. This was very clever. Discord, those eyes and that little mouth, the way her jaw, like it works for me. There's something about her. She's like a Bratz doll. And I love it. And y'all got to check out her social media. She's aware of her walk, everybody. It's hilarious. She does this skit where she's taking out the trash and walking like this. It's so
I gotta
funny.
go watch. I gotta go watch.
Yeah, you do. It's really funny. So she gets the joke, but this purse, get out of here. That's when she won it for me. Because at first I was like, okay, cute, whatever. But then when she showed the face on the bag instead of the alligator, I was like, eat. And those eyeballs moved and stuff. Yeah, that was excellent. I like her.
Which platform can I see that that skit that she's doing?
Check her Instagram.
Okay.
But I might have seen it on Facebook. If I find it, I'll send it to you.
Okay. Next we have Mia Star. Pink Poodle. Okay.
You know, Mia is really cute. Mia's a mid for me, like all of it. You know, like I think that she would potentially stand out more in some challenges or whatever, but like drag wise, it's cute, but nothing to like blow my socks off.
Okay, so what part did she play in RDR Live?
She was one of the announcers for the butter churn, and she got the butter on her.
Next with she was over there with Discord.
Yeah, and okay, I thought she did. Yeah, she was cute. I thought she did a good job, a solid job. That's why I said, like, I love Mia. Mia is a solid, good drag queen and performer. I mean, we know like she's toured with Riri and all of that, but I say this with a lot of respect because I like her. There's not that extra unique it factor that makes me like, whoa, you know?
Yeah.
So that's my problem. But you're great, Mia. You're great.
Then we have Mandy Mango. I like this, but it could have been a little done up better in the bra area. But I like it.
The skirt was good. The skirt with the little mushrooms, and we started out good, but it kind of fell apart once we got up to the top. Like, why do you have it on a chain like that? Like, you know, they said, why didn't you have the mushrooms kind of going everywhere? There were just extra added elements of like attention to detail and upgrades that make you drag race worthy.
There you go.
Instead of like cute at the club.
So if anybody listening, watching, and you're interested, listen. It pays to, you know, pay attention.
Well, that's why 200K isn't going to be that great after taxes and your costume budget, but you know.
Girl.
Yeah.
Okay. You may get a good 70 out of it, but it's all good.
Listen, you could have hot glued
the package.
You could have hot glued some more mushrooms throughout the cape for, you know,
I think
$20.
Somebody said that, didn't
they did. Sarah, the judge, said it, and I wholeheartedly agree.
That sounds familiar. Like, where the hot glue? You know, it'd been funny if she would have had the hot glue gun in her hand and some stuff in the other hand. That would have been cute. Silence says it all. Never mind.
Yeah. No, I think for the right thing, that could be super funny. Like maybe like a design challenge where you have to make your own thing and you come out on the runway
That
still
part.
gluing shit
Yeah.
on. Yeah. The right. That's why I was silent, because I was like, what's the right situation for that to really work? So that's what I was contemplating.
So Darlene came out as a cow. The worst thing about it was she wasn't wearing shoes, from what Ruth said. Other than that,
I didn't like the black cape. I thought you get me a brown
as you can
cowboy
see.
hat and ditch the cape.
Let me
Because
see.
I thought that the
Yeah.
outfit was cute on its own, and put a heel on that big hoof. Put a heel. You and the shoes, girl. You just always underwhelm me. They were funny, but they needed to be heeled. I think Vita had something similar, but executed with a heel. And I hate this cape. I feel like the whole outfit would have been super cute without it.
And furthermore, if the cape was the same print,
Yeah.
this black cape just to match the hat. No, the hat is an accent. Don't no the fit, the garb should have been with the cape all the same print. It kind of remind me of Sam last year, how she came out, the whole thing was that one print. What's that called? The monochrome look or something, where it was all one. Even the hat, it was just from head to toe. Yeah, that all. I think maybe because it's so much black, maybe just the hat should have been black and the cape could have been the cow print.
Well, she's trying to be like a cowboy on a cow, but it's like your point. Why would you have black? It's so close to brown, and you have this cute little cow print outfit. Why would you like overwhelm it with this pointy ass cape? Yeah, no.
Yeah, why pointy?
I know you're trying to hide the titty bib, but you could have done something better than this. No.
Cowbell and the tag and all that.
And you even
That's
had the
cute.
funny little nose horn, all of it, and then you just cover that crap up with the cape.
I understand she wanted to show the hoof, but
you need a heel on there, baby.
That's what they said.
They did.
The only
They
thing.
did. Mm-hmm.
So here we are. Oh, go ahead.
She always sucks with the shoes. That's what I'm learning.
Grandma Dion, I love this. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what's going on. This was exquisite. And I want to get the detail, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
No, I said, ooh, when it came out. Like, I exclaimed, no, this was stunning. This is the winner of the runway. This is the winner of the runway for me.
Me too.
Just exquisite. Athena with the mask just knocked it out of the park.
So far, Athena, then Discord.
I gotta see the rest of them to make I don't know, but
I mean, so far, so far,
yeah.
Briar was cute. I liked it.
It was cute. She's very pretty. I think I would have maybe liked to see white or even orange ballet slip.
Right.
What's the orange? Yeah. I think swans have black feet though. Now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, it was cute, but like when I look at the shoes and the ballet with the dress, it just doesn't quite go together for me. So I don't know. Maybe something else. I don't know.
And there's her corset or corset, as some people call it. I thought it was cute. And now, first of all, it looks couture.
Mm-hmm.
But a splash of orange would have been cute somewhere, maybe across the eyes. That black could have been orange. However, I could see this at the Met Gala.
I don't know if I'd go that far, but I think it's pretty. This is a very solid look.
Go ahead, Brian. Do your thing. Vita Von Teese, star. Look like a doggone zebra to me.
Did they say Mia and Vita were like siblings or something? Because they're both stars with 2 R's.
I
And
didn't
then
hear it.
I haven't either, but they're doing a tour together now. I just saw an ad on Facebook, so I don't know. Whatever.
Maybe because their names are they're
Yeah,
two,
right.
you know.
Probably. I thought this was solid. It was cute. Obviously the headdress is the star and the shoulders, but it's cute.
Mm-hmm.
Cute. Nicely done. I mean, I realized after a point I'm like, I was telling myself, you're gonna have to accept that bodysuits are gonna be, common for this
Yeah.
look. This wig. This wig was so
Mimi
good.
Coco was third for me so far. I love
Mm-hmm.
this. Just in the face. Ooh, let's do a little close up, child.
This wig.
Look
Oh,
at that.
look at that wig. I put her second. I love Discord, but like this, she's so pretty. Look at that eye makeup. This is the second time I've just been like, woo, with the eye makeup and this wig. Yeah, she's second for me.
King of Pleaser came out as a pimp line tiger girl.
This was cute and funny. I didn't need the black sarong. You don't need it, baby. Just come on out with your pimp look. No sarong.
It's the pimp part that's I'm laughing at.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it was great.
tiger. What?
With a do-rag. That was funny. No, just do it.
Ooh,
The sarong felt like you were trying to reveal and conceal for being a bigger girl. And I just don't feel like no.
I
If you were
think
gonna
she's done that a couple of times, trying to give an illusion to, of something,
assist the body. She did a much better job of that with Runway before this, with her little bodysuit and
right.
the white wherever it was draped. I'm totally for having been at my biggest 350 pounds. Like, I totally am all for using things to body all of that. I just felt like this was not well executed, as far as like, if you're gonna have that, it felt like an afterthought, or it felt like it was hiding something instead of part of the costume, which she has done well in the
I
past.
see what you're saying. Now, I was slightly thinking different, not as a body contour, but just as an accent. Just to
Whatever it was.
Yeah, for it to look a little different as a body. Oh, so sorry. My alarm came on. Alarm, come on. Anyway, yeah. So I just the pimp part.
Yeah. It was cute though. Listen, I love Kenya. I need her around for a few more episodes, no matter what. She's fun.
For sure. I like her. I like her spirit.
Yeah, she's gonna do well. Yeah. I mean, as far as like, she's gonna be a crowd, we enjoy you. Especially because I love her. Her glasses make her eyes look way bigger than they are. Like, yeah, she's adorable.
Sierra Mist as a chameleon.
This was like, I thought other people looked better. This was cool, but like, I thought Nini Coco kicked her ass.
But hello.
Yeah, it was cool, the headpiece, but yeah, no, Nini Coco got it better.
And Jane Don't as a macaw. I was thinking peacock, but whatever. Beautiful. I
did love it.
All of this, and I love that part right there is what got me. It's like, oh, let's get the back of that wig.
And that hair. Woo! That wig was late, and it was like the dimension in the hair color. Like, no, she said, I am a Seattle pasty white. Let me give you the complementary colors to that skin tone.
Mm-hmm.
Loved it. Yeah, this is why I think they put her in the top, even though, they decide when the runway does and doesn't count. But like, this was stunning. Oh, I love that hair.
I'm about to look up macaw and peacock. Okay. A large, colorful parrot from the Americas. Okay. Okay. Wow. She did it justice too, the way what I'm looking at.
I love the headdress. Like, yeah, there's just a lot to love. This was a great interpretation. I'm fine if you want to take it fashion. A lot of people were on the nose, but this stood out as stunting. Beautiful.
Because that bottom, the skirt part reminds me of peacock.
It does, for sure.
That's why I was like, what is going on? I love me a good peacock. I love a peacock.
They might have started out peacock and then decided to do macaw. You know what I mean? Because it is peacock color. So it's fine. It turned out like, God, the red, you can tell that she comes from the Irene the Alien Bosco family because they kind of have this certain level of polished look.
That's who she is.
I love it. Yeah. Yeah. Jane you did it for me.
Then Mikey Meeks is a cheetah, very well executed. Not too fond of the chaps. However, the wig was slamming. I had to get a capture of that. And the mug. I mean, damn.
The mug and the hair were cute. The rest was boot. The rest to me was like, girl, this is so basic. No. Kenya was cuter. And I don't even think that she had a better costume. I just think she had a better idea to be a pimp than a cowgirl. So
this is like a pimp with a hat.
Yeah, no, I was very underwhelmed, especially after some of the things we had seen. She's very cute though.
And I forgot, saved the best for last, which was number 1 in my book. Juicy Love Dion said, fuck all y'all.
She sure did.
She should have a sign. Fuck all y'all.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. It was stunning. It was wonderful.
Booyah.
It was, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Booyah.
Come on, baby girl.
Who?
Yeah, this even beat.
Who you know?
This even beat Grandma.
Who you know?
I mean, Grandma's was stunning, but this is this is T.S. Madison's butt. I'm just kidding. When she said I fell over. Yeah. I know, I fell over. I was like, truth. No,
this goes great. In the vault. This right here.
Yeah,
goes
this is a special
in the
one.
vault.
Stunting, juicy.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe she said at least or around 5,000 pieces of whatever it's called, whatever she said it was called, which was tacked on to make this dress.
Pang something. I'm gonna embarrass myself that I can't remember the name, but yeah,
like
wonderful,
just beautiful. I mean, let's see it again for the people in the cheap seats. Let me look up pangolin. That's what I was about to do.
Pangolin. Isn't it a pangolin? Pangolin. Yeah, there we go. I got it.
Pangolin.
They look like little dinosaurs.
Yeah, though those artichoke looking
armadillo kind of
outer,
thing. Yeah.
The outer parts. That's that's what it, and just beautifully done. The copper.
Yeah, and she had a cute little story with it. It's so funny. Pangolin, it's like penguin. My daughter is a huge fan of penguins, so that's what my daughter would have done. I think is a penguin.
Let's look at closer. All right, yeah, that's how you do it.
Beautiful.
And the shoe, yes, ma'am.
Yep.
So y'all, they had to pick a winner. Yes. Winner, chicken dinner. Of course, it was the pangolin. I mean, really. Again, the runner-ups for me. This is first. Discord. And who did I just say?
Athena.
No, yeah, sorry. Juicy, her grandma Athena, Discord, and that
Nene Coco.
The frog.
Nene Coco.
So those are my
Um,
top 4. What do you? What
yeah,
about you?
there. I think I feel the same way as you. I just would have switched Nene and Discord because I just love Nene's wig and eye makeup.
Yes.
Just so smooth. Discord, you get an honorable mention though for that bag being super cool. You get like the award for like the coolest prop.
Oh shoot. So that was
I
the
was happy she
runway.
won.
Yes, ma'am. So we are down to the lip sync, and we had to find out, you didn't really quite make
Oh.
the cut. So we just gonna have to just, let you know how it go, boo boo. And let's see who was that.
I
Now
mean, we knew who one was. We knew.
I liked both of them. They did their thing, right? Love in Real Life by Lizzo was the song being played. And this is Briar. As you can see, she came out as the swan, and Mandy Mango as the deer. They was cutting the rug. I tell you, we got little footages. Now they both kind of got naked, but I guess whatever it takes.
I hate when they do that too much. Like, I get it, you gotta dance, ladies, but like, but Briar, you didn't have on a dancing outfit under there. You were in your underpants. It was obvious. You were in a controlled top and a nude bra. But you're very lucky you got that beautiful face and you showed control. Whereas Mandy started to just bug out. Like, we just started to get frenzied. And that to me is kind of like the note for Mandy Mango period. You've got to learn how to harness that chaotic, bubbly energy to give us highs and lows and nuance to what you're doing. Because when you got here, you had it in the beginning, but then it's like we're watching like you lose all your marbles and running after them scattering as they get away from you. It just gets too much. And although Briar wasn't doing a lot, she didn't have to. She hit all the right parts and just made you look like you were wigging out over there, having to connect.
Briar. I kept calling her Briar Patch. Briar won.
They shout out to Alaska Thunderfuck and Willem for on the mom
what
production.
Did you just say?
Alaska Thunderfuck. She is the winner of All Star Season 2. That's her name.
I'm sorry. Why are you shouting her out for what?
I was gonna finish.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's okay. They keep calling her Brian Rose.
Who?
Briar instead of they call her Brian Rose.
Why? I'm lost.
I was just making a reference. Sorry.
Because of the blush rose.
Is it Briar Blush?
Yes, Briar Blush, but
sorry, that's my mess up. Brian Blush. That's what they've been calling her. Brian Blush. That's how. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. I'm with. I'm back with you. So
that was my bad.
Okay. So why they call her Brian?
Just as a joke.
Oh. Okay.
Brian Blush.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Okay. Were you done?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't quite catch the reference to. Did you say the Thunderfuck called her this?
Yes, they call her Brian Blush.
I'm with you.
Yeah. So if I refer to her as Brian Blush, then you'll know why.
Yeah. Ooh, I had a slow morning, y'all. Sorry for the mix-up. I didn't mean
it's
to
all right.
nobody.
I did a little bit of a deep cut. You don't know those two. I was just trying to shout out my reference. Like a little annotated bibliography, like in your essay. Like here's where I caught my sword. You got tumbled up. I gotta get you. Yeah, you gotta learn about Alaska. Alaska is one of is a pillar. She could probably go on to Mount Rushmore. I would say.
Oh shoot! Of what exactly?
Drag.
Okay.
Yeah. She might. I mean, there's debatables, but she's definitely a contender.
Well, Briar Plush won, or some better known as Brian.
Sorry, I messed it up. Brian plush. That was funny. Go ahead.
Or Brian plush, or maybe whatever you want to call it. Just don't disrespect. She won. Now this week there was no monetary gift. You know, not they didn't have a mini challenge, you know, where they win like Kenya won, I think 2,500 last week.
No mini challenge.
There you go. So maybe next week they'll get a chance to, you know, put a little some in their pocket. But for the most part, y'all, that is the end of the end.
Well, that was inevitable. It was only a matter of time. It felt very obvious. It felt obvious. The poor dear girl, Mandy, baby girl. It felt obvious you were going next. No matter what. I was surprised you beat Didi Fuego to go home as far as the pork chop. You know,
surprise,
yeah, but you did. You did win over her. And the big loofah. But it felt right. It felt right. It was your turn, sweet girl.
Yes.
You need to polish up a little bit.
So we will bring you back for next week for Drag Race episode 4. But before we go, we just want to let you know about our next show, which will be season 6 of Reunion for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City next Tuesday at 9. We're gonna say 9:05.
Okay? Yeah, because we gotta let it end. If it's we gotta watch it live. So we gotta.
So with all that being said, we want to make sure that you guys know. However, if there's any changes to the schedule, make sure you subscribe, right? That's when the parentheses is on the side of the bell. Sometimes the bell may be black, but for the most part, excuse me, if you want to make sure, unsubscribe and then subscribe right back just to make sure that you're going to catch all notifications. Maybe there may be a change, maybe a new show coming through. You never know. And if you want to catch up on previous shows, check out the library. It's plenty. It's so much stuff in there. You can just put your feet up and order whatever you want to have it come to. You ain't got to move. But y'all, before we go, let's find out where Erin is when she's not talking ish with me.
You can catch me on Facebook, Psychic Erin Boyd, or on Instagram and Threads, Psychic_ELB. Please hit me up in the DMs if you'd like to get a psychic reading, or please follow me and I will follow back.
Yes, she will, y'all. So don't forget to come back and watch us do our thing, hear us do our thing. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you next week. Bye, y'all.